This is you, right now. Tier 0, human. You can be strong, you can be fast, you can be brave. Maybe you're a soldier, maybe a cop, maybe just someone who trains hard. But a bullet still ends you, a long fall still ends you. Time still ends you. Every dream you have has a ceiling, and this is it. 8 billion people share this tier with you, and the world doesn't look at any of you twice. No government is watching you, no stranger fears you. You are completely ordinary, but not for long. Because we're about to climb every rank of power there is, until entire governments kneel and pray to you like a god. So remember this feeling. It's the last time the world ever ignores you. Tier 1. Enhanced human. Overnight, your body forgets the old limits. You lift a car clean off its wheels. You catch a falling glass before your eyes even track it. You hear a whisper through a wall. A deep cut seals itself in minutes. You read a page once and own it forever. You could win any fight, any race, any exam on Earth, and never even breathe hard. You are the strongest, fastest, sharpest human who has ever lived. But you are still human. A bullet can still end you. At first, nobody knows. Then a phone films you stopping a runaway truck with one hand. By morning, the clip has 100 million views. The world doesn't fear you. The world falls in love with you. Strangers stop you in the street just to touch your hand, like your luck might rub off. And in a quiet office, a government analyst pauses that video and picks up a phone. They don't want to stop you yet. They want to hire you. Tier 2. Superhuman. Now you break the rules of what a body can do at all. You step off a roof, and you don't fall. You rise. Fire pours from your open hands. Ice crawls out of your fingertips. You lift a bus with your mind and never touch it. You catch a bullet out of the air and hand it back. You hold up a collapsing bridge with one shoulder while a whole city drives across it. You blink out of one room and appear at another a mile away. You disappear from sight completely. You could walk into any army on Earth and walk back out without a scratch. This is the tier of the superhero, and the public treats you like one. They paint you on the sides of buildings. They name their kids after you. There are holidays with your face on them now, but the recruitment calls have stopped. Because a person who could level a city block on a bad day isn't an asset anymore. You're a weapon nobody owns. And somewhere, in a room with no windows, they stop asking how to hire you and start asking how to take you down. Tier 3. World class. You don't break rules now, you rewrite the map. You raise a hand and the sky answers, storms gather wherever you point. You bend gravity until tanks drift up like balloons. You could switch off gravity over an entire country if you wanted to. You look a man in the eye and his mind becomes yours to move. You freeze time in the air around you and walk through a world holding its breath. Whole armies can't touch you, so they stop sending armies. Nations that have hated each other for 1,000 years sit at one table for the first time in history, not to make peace with each other, to agree on you. They pool their weapons. They pick a day, and they start a war against a single person, against you. Out on the streets, the love begins to curdle. The murals are still up, but people stand in front of them a little quieter now. Parents start telling their kids to be good, just in case you're listening. And for the first time, when your name comes up, someone whispers it instead of shouting it. The fear has started. Tier 4. Cosmic. Now the Earth is too small to hold the story. You fly past the last of the sky and keep going, out into the black, and you breathe just fine. You close your hand around a star and feel it like a candle. You watch a galaxy turn like a slow wheel and realize you could stop it with a thought. You tear a hole in space that swallows the light around it. You could crack a planet open like an egg. That war they declared? It never launches. Because every general in that room runs the same math, and the math says, whatever we throw at this person, we lose. And we might lose the planet with it. So they stand down. They stop messing with you entirely. And the people who once loved you don't wave anymore. They lock their doors. They pull their children inside when your shadow crosses the sun. Prayers in a dozen languages start pointing up at the sky, at you. An entire species holds its breath and hopes you simply don't look down. You've gone from being their hero to being their weather, and you are still climbing. Tier 5. Universal. Reality stops being a wall and becomes clay. You reach back and touch yesterday. You walk through time like it's a hallway. You think up a new law of physics, and the universe quietly obeys it. You breathe out, and a new universe blooms in the dark. You breathe in, and one disappears. You could undo every war that ever happened, or start one that never ends. Both are just a choice now. Governments don't fear you now. Fear is for things you might survive. There's no plan for you, no weapon, no bunker, no math. So the most powerful people alive do the one thing they swore they never would. They kneel. And the public, the same people who cheered you, then feared you, build the first temples. They pray to you at night, hoping you're listening, hoping you're kind. You have become the closest thing to a god that has ever walked. But there is still one tier above you. Tier 6, the reality breaker. And here, the words run out. Because now you don't live inside reality, you decide it. You erase a single concept, and death simply stops existing, everywhere, for everyone, forever. You rewrite cause and effect itself. You spin up an endless number of worlds with one thought and end them just as easily. You could rewrite this whole story so that none of it ever happened, and no one would ever know it had. Nothing is left that could fight you, because you are the thing that decides what fighting even means. Every government, every army, every leader who once hunted you, they pray, and this time they mean it. Every person who has ever lived prays, because you are no longer a man who has power. You are the power. You started this as one ordinary person. The whole world walked right past. You ended it as the thing that world begs to. So that's every rank, from a nobody a single bullet could end, to a god that ends everything, which leaves one last question. If you'd started at tier 0, right where you're sitting now, which tier would you have stopped at? Be honest. And if you want to see what just one of these powers would really do to your life, the day-to-day, no god endings, there's a whole video waiting for you right there. Go live it firsthand.